Good morning all, it's Wednesday the 24th of September and this is your news today. Coming up, how French President Emmanuel Macron became stranded on the streets of New York. Plus, Prince William and Princess Kate's emotional visit to a grieving town. And the Veronicas surprise fans with a performance alongside the Jonas Brothers.
But first up, breaking news. A face-to-face meeting between Anthony Albanese and Donald Trump has finally been locked in. Let's go live to 9 US correspondent Jonathan Kersley, who joins us from New York. Jono, what's the date?
The date is October 20 this year. Put it in your diaries. Anthony Albanese will be coming back to the United States in less than a month for his first formal face-to-face encounter with the American president. They'll be sitting alongside each other inside the Oval Office. This has been a meeting months in the making. Anthony Albanese was inside the United Nations earlier today as this news dropped. He was in there listening to the speech from the US President, Donald Trump.
I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell.
Say, Jono.
And so what Donald Trump had to say in that United Nations address, he had plenty to say, critical of the United Nations, critical of teleprompters, escalators, things that seemed weren't going for him. He mocked world leaders, he mocked their nations and said, as you heard in that grab there, they would be going to hell. He was talking in the sense that if the immigration policies and climate policies were not fixed. This was a president trying to put himself very much on the world stage, front and centre in international headlines, and tell leaders around the world they should be doing things the Trump way. Sarah?
All right, Jono, thank you. And the Secret Service has dismantled a threat near the UN General Assembly in New York. It found a network of electronic devices that authorities say posed potential disruption to telecommunications systems. More than 100,000 SIM cards were found with equipment capable of sending 30 million text messages per minute. Officials say the servers were so powerful they could have disabled mobile phone towers. And when you have the world's leaders descend onto the one city, something like this is bound to happen. French President Emmanuel Macron has been stopped in his tracks while in New York for the United Nations General Assembly because of a passing motorcade for President Donald Trump. Seemingly unfazed, Macron called his US counterpart to tell him about the inconvenience.
How are you? Guess what? I'm waiting in the street because everything is frozen for you.
Imagine having Trumpy on speed dial. He eventually was let through, though, before stopping to pose for photos with some keen New Yorkers.
Would that be a good thing, Says? A suburban football match has descended into violence in Sydney southwest with a brawl breaking out. Let's go live to today's Sydney reporter Jack Hahn in Campsie. Jack, good morning to you. Witnesses fear children were involved.
Yeah, Carla, and that's why the images we're about to bring you will have a light blur on them. Nonetheless, it's still clear to see this brawl breaking out at Parry Park in Lakemba, 6 o'clock at night. There were children playing on this park. Then people start pouring in, fists flying, violence erupting. One man even deciding to rip off his shirt before getting into the middle of the melee. However, it only took the sound of sirens, unsurprisingly, to break up this brawl. People running away by the time police rocked up. No one has been arrested, Carla.
Good on you, Jack. Thank you.
2 people have been killed and another 30 are missing in floodwaters as a super typhoon lashes Taiwan. Water levels in the eastern region surged due to the wild weather, sending mud and debris into populated areas and swept away a bridge. The typhoon is now heading towards Hong Kong and southeastern China. Well, the Prince and Princess of Wales have returned to Southport in the UK to meet with the community after 3 schoolgirls were murdered at a Taylor Swift-themed dance class. Let's go live to 9 Europe correspondent Hannah Sinclair. Hannah, it was quite emotional.
Yeah, that's right, Sarah. Prince William and Princess Kate had emotional conversations with the parents of the 3 murdered schoolgirls, Elsie, Alice and Bibi. They also attended the girls' schools in Southport to see a new commemorative playground built to honour them. This is the second time Kate and Wills have visited the town, and it comes more than a year after 19-year-old Axel Rudakabana killed the 3 girls at a Taylor Swift-themed dance class. Today, Kate and Wills went home wearing Taylor Swift-inspired friendship bracelets with Bibi's name on them, a gift from her mum. Sarah?
All right, Hannah, thank you.
Aussies with student debt will start seeing more money in their pay from today as new HECS and help repayment rules kick in. People earning around $70,000 a year will save about $50 every fortnight, adding up to more than $1,000 in savings a year. The minimum income to start repaying loans is also rising from $54,000 to $67,000. Victoria's biggest employers are warning Premier Jacinta Allen against making work from home a legal right. The Business Council says forcing companies to allow 2 remote days a week risks driving investment out of the state and worsening economic challenges. The Allen government says it's all about flexibility. Sydney's famous Sculptures by the Sea is at risk of being cancelled this year unless it can secure $200,000 in funding within the next 2 weeks. Organisers of the free exhibition are calling on companies and families to kick in $20 or $50 after the event failed to secure federal funding.
Jimmy Kimmel's return to late-night television won't be nationwide in the US as dozens of ABC local stations refuse to air his show. Kimmel had been suspended after comments he made on the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. The first show is due to be broadcast today. Queensland's sister duo the Veronicas have surprised fans in the US with a performance alongside the Jonas Brothers. The pair singing their 2005 smash hit Forever to thousands of concert goers in Seattle.
You think they're going to play Forever by the Veronicas?
No.
The last time the Veronicas and the Jonas Brothers were on stage together was back in 2008. American rapper Snoop Dogg has touched down in Melbourne ahead of the grand final this weekend. The headline act for Saturday's entertainment was given an MCG masterclass by the Dacos brothers, and he didn't disappoint.
No way.
Beginner's luck, hey? The music legend's backup dancers were also spotted rehearsing at Marvel Stadium yesterday.
It's because he had the 2 best teaching him how to do it. That's why, Jane.
Yep.
Obviously. It's so good, isn't it? Just a couple more days to go.
Is everyone going that song? Well, it's that time of the year. Spring is in full swing, but so are the magpies, ready to turn your morning walk into a real-life game of dodge bird.
Yeah, speaking of magpies, but now there might be a sneaky new way to steer clear of the swoop zone. Let's go live to Today Queensland reporter Mia Glover at Burleigh Waters. She's on the lookout. Mia, what's the secret?
Well, guys, the secret is actually a website. Yes, this is called Magpie Alert. So you can go on there and see where these hot spots are. According to this website, there has been close to 2,500 magpie swooping attacks here in Queensland already. And on the Gold Coast in particular, things have gotten so bad during the spring assault of the Maggies that the acting mayor has had to come out and tell us where these hot spots are, and also that he's going to put up some warning signs in some parks where a lot of kids are, particularly because it is school holidays, so you don't want these Maggies attacking kids. But anywhere from Burleigh all the way up to Pacific Pines, that is where these attacks are happening. Here in Burleigh this morning, I'm absolutely surrounded by magpies. They are in the power lines, they're coming up in the trees. So far, no swooping though, thank goodness.
They handle it different in the country, is all I can say.
Keep on the lookout, Mia.
Let's take a look at the weather across the country. And sunny and fine for Brizzy, Sydney, Canberra, Perth and Darwin.
A shower or 2 for Melbourne and Hobart, and partly cloudy conditions for Adelaide.